Hi, it's good to be with you again. I'm Maggie Lukowski of Maggie Moon Tarot, and here are the tarot and astrology vibes for the week. Happy 4th of July for all those here in the U.S. And today we celebrate our new moon in Cancer on the same day under that same sign that the United States was born on July 4th, 1776. But this year on the 4th, our new moon is in Cancer, and the sign of Cancer is all about our home and domestic life. It can be a great time if you're looking to buy or sell a house during this time or any home-related projects. And our intuition is heightened during this Cancer new moon, and it's trining Neptune, so it gets that extra boost, especially in creative endeavors. And with the gift of intuition comes sensitivity. So objectivity is useful here. But it has an opposition with Pluto. So if something or someone comes up for you that challenges you, look to see if there's somewhere within us that we find that too. And once we can do this, it becomes a non-issue. It may be something in our past that we no longer want to relive in our lives now. So it can actually be a blessing in disguise. And then the other gift is the moon sextiles Jupiter. So there are gifts and opportunities this new moon in Cancer brings. And don't forget to plant your seeds by writing your new moon desires and intentions with that feeling. Feel yourself enjoying the harvest of these seeds you've planted. The new moon in Cancer will not come around for another year. So what we plant at this time we'll enjoy for the entire year. And then on Wednesday, Venus trines Mars, our planetary lovers, which can help make relationships come alive. And just make sure to make it easy breezy. And then Thursday, the 7th, Pluto is in opposition to the Sun-Mercury conjunction. And there can be internal challenges. And since the Sun is in Cancer, is active this week with conjunctions and a new moon, sideways thinking can come in handy. And what fabulous energy we have for the weekend. On Friday the 8th, Mercury sextiles Jupiter, a great day to sign papers, contracts, or travel and plan a trip. And on the 9th, Saturday, you'll feel this on Friday too. The Sun sextiles Jupiter, so it's a happy and optimistic time. Using this energy for anything that you're looking for, as things can just go your way, and just be sure to ask. And on Sunday the 10th, Mars trines Mercury and brings harmonious communications. So we're looking at a magical week ahead. And this week I'm reading with the gorgeous Mythic Tarot, a deck gifted to me by my dear friend Angela. The cards are illustrated by Tricia Newell, and the companion book is written by Juliet Sharman Burke and Liz Green, and it's published by Simon & Schuster. And through the goddess and gods of Greek mythology, we travel on the hero's journey, examining the archetypes and the messages they bring up for us this week. So let's get started. And at the beginning of the week, the Fool, who begins the hero's journey in the major arcana, he represents that energy of new beginnings, beginnings again, starting out on a new journey. Or if he's ill-dignified or reversed, can represent a fool's errand or think before you leap. But in this case, for us, he's upright. This youth, Diogenes, is dressed in ragged animal skins of all colors, and he's about to dance right off the cliff, excited for a new adventure into the unknown. And the eagle perched on the branch above him represents his father, Zeus, king of the gods, watching over him. And as we start our week, we may feel there is something we would like to begin or plan. Maybe we've already dipped our toes in a bit, but have not stepped up and said that big yes, or made that deliberate choice. And sometimes it can feel like we're stepping off a cliff. And we also may wonder what other people will think of us. Am I ready? Do I have the right stuff? Someone else has already done that. What if it doesn't work out? Because life has no guarantees. Have you been there? And I certainly have. So there's a new chapter coming into our lives. And if we remember, we were all born into this life to create. And you want to know a secret? Something that I've found helpful is to remember When we start anything new, it's not about us. It's never about us. It's not about perfection. We're here to serve and call upon the help of divine or love, whatever you want to call it, to work through us. For me, the person or people I am meant to work with or be in a relationship with will find me. And that has worked beautifully every time for me, and it has brought me to my knees in gratitude. So now what's holding you back? Step out and be that light and love. Your person or people will come. And then midweek, the King of Swords, Odysseus, husband of Penelope and king of Ithaca, comes out with his golden crown, sitting on his throne. He's owning it, with his sword pointing up to the heavens, receiving the messages from the celestial realms, and the other hand holding the scales, right thinking, with a view of the mountain peaks, which can represent challenges, clouds, temporary conditions in the sky behind him. He is our go-to energy when we need that assistance or idea. And during the Trojan War, Odysseus conceived the idea of putting the soldiers in the Trojan horse sent to the city of Troy. And after his success in battle, he showed mercy towards his captors. Odysseus' gift of foresight, organization, and cleverness go with his element of air. Often we think of the Queen and King of Swords, a bit cold, off-putting, but their skills and gifts of objectivity, and once making a decision, they're committed to action. We're born innovators in this life, here to expand and recreate ourselves because everything changes, and so do we. We're up to the task. There may be someone who can help us if we get stuck or need advice, so ask. There's always someone who has been through this before. And the answers, they always help us because the answers are within us. This assistance can come from someone here on the earthly realm, or our answer can come to us from the divine. And if we are the stubborn type, kind of like myself, my mother told me I had a hard head. It may keep coming in different forms to get our attention. Yes, the goddess, the divine, does have a sense of humor. So this week, we can also be called on to give our wisdom or advice. And if you have knowledge, let others light their candles in it. And that quote is by Margaret Fuller. She was a journalist, critic, and women's rights activist. And then at the end of the week, the magician comes out. And if the Fool and King of Swords haven't convinced us that we're ready to take action, the magician will. And the planet Mars is going forward, so he adds fuel for us this week. Hermes in this card, the master of the four elements, was bestowed the gift of divination by Apollo. He is often called the trickster, and his magic can come to us in the most unexpected times and places. I have been reading the book Big Magic by Elizabeth Gilbert, and her quote came to mind, and it's, "Keep your eyes open. Listen. Follow your curiosity. Ideas are constantly trying to get our attention. Let them know you're available." An inner guide, he can be an inner guide and can be a spiritual teacher who protects us, like the eagle in the Fool's card in the beginning of the week, and lets us know we have everything we need to move forward. His astrological correspondence is the planet Mercury, the messenger of the gods, and his qualities are about messages, thinking, and communication. And like the magician, we have everything we need, and we are called to action. The magician asks, what is your magic? Start saying yes to things. Take one step at a time. It can take practice. You're safe, and you're exactly where you need to be. Believe in yourself and own it. And that, my friends, are the vibes for the week. I want to thank you for stopping by, and I invite you to click on the like and subscribe buttons if you've enjoyed this video, and share with your friends. And I've included a link to the Mythic Tarot, which is listed in the About section, and a link to my website, MaggieMoonTarot.com, in case you would like to contact me or schedule a session, or subscribe to my blog, which includes my weekly YouTube videos. So, until we meet again next week, laugh often, love much, create your own happiness, believe in miracles and magic, be kind, support each other. Namaste.